President. Of course, as the representative of animals in this chamber, I am very much in support of Dr Ratnam's motion for an inquiry into the extinction crisis. Australia is one of the worst performing countries with respect to biodiversity loss. Australia's faunal extinction crisis has resulted in federal Senate inquiry, with the final report due next month. Almost 250 of Australia's scientists have written an open letter to the Prime Minister pleading for more investment in nature conservation and improved environmental laws. The 2018 State of the Environment report from Victoria's Commissioner for Environmental Sustainability was damning. Only 11% of the assessed status indicators for biodiversity are rated as good, only 10% are improving and 30% are deteriorating. Governments are often criticised for silo thinking, looking at individual problems as isolated from the complexity in which they arise. This happens with the environment. Although individual species are important, the interactions between species and the role that each species plays is also critical, and this is fundamental to ecosystems. Each species of animal, plant, fungus and microorganism has a role. If the number of individuals of any species increases or decreases, or if any species is removed from or added to an ecosystem, the natural balance changes, and so does that ecosystem. So we must monitor and protect whole ecosystems as well as individual species. The Victorian volcanic plains grassland that used to cover most of the Western Victorian region that I represent is now a critically endangered ecosystem because of land clearing and agriculture. The Andrews government is an enabler of our global extinction crisis through legislated killing of native species such as dingoes and kangaroos that are critical for Australia's ecological balance. In Australia, the biodiversity of our ecosystem has been undermined by killing our apex predator, the dingo, through 1080 poison and recreational shooting practices. Only 1/7 of the world's wetlands that existed in 1700 remained by the year 2000, and their rate of destruction is increasing rapidly. Victoria's wetlands, which are home to some of Australia's 17 critically endangered bird species, must be protected for conservation instead of legislated environmental destruction, such as duck hunting. The Andrews government will be negligent if it continues to permit duck shooting, given the negative impact on waterbird numbers and the Ramsar-listed wetlands of Victoria. Shooting native waterbirds while 1 in 8 animal and plant species faces oblivion is not in line with their so-called progressive agenda and is at odds with their own biodiversity plan. Most Labor governments banned this outdated and cruel activity years ago: Western Australia in 1990, New South Wales in 1995 and Queensland in 2005. Research and reports from various agencies and scientists indicate we are in a biodiversity emergency and we must act now and with urgency. I will be supporting this motion today.